Oh my gosh, this is a game changer, especially if you're a boondocker, adventurer, whatever. I cannot believe we've lived so long without this. We got the power. Somehow I thought that was gonna be more funny. But seriously, this is amazing and we have used it every single day since we got it. Welcome back to No Ordinary Path. I'm Kristen. This is our travel trailer behind us that we have taken all over the country. My husband John is a travel nurse and we have taken our 3 kids and a dog all over the place for going on 4 years now. And we love to boondock. That is like our #1 favorite thing to do. We are here on contract number 12 in Phoenix, Arizona, and we are boondocking for the entire contract, just like we have the last 3 years we have wintered here. The thing that's different about this year is that Togopower sent us their advanced 330 power station and their advanced 100-watt solar panel to go with it. This is taking me back. This is giving me an 80s vibe here. And they not only hooked us up, they're also hooking you up with a 15% discount code, which is amazing. You can use NOP-2021 as the code when you go to this link here, and it'll also be in the description below. We have been largely using this during the day to stave off the generator. I mean, have you seen the cost of gas and propane right now? It's through the roof. I've never seen it this high in all 4 years we've been in Phoenix. There are so many uses for this, but before we get to that, let's go check it out.
Sorry about the weird camera angle, but I did want to be able for you guys to see this as we unbox it truly. The solar panel. Now this is a monocrystalline panel. Looks like we got some cables, more cables. Flip it around. Oh, that's cool. It's got a little bag attached to it for the cable storage. It's magnetic. Ah, that's neat. This stuff looks solid. I do like the portability of how it just folds right up. Let me set this aside and we'll open the portable power station. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so stoked about this thing. Portability and storability, I guess. This one just seems like it's gonna be perfect for us. And we've got a lot of applications in mind that we're gonna show you in the video. Manual right on the top. Look at the size of this, you guys. It almost looks like a 6-volt golf cart battery, but it's not as heavy as like a lead acid battery. I'm guessing 10 pounds maybe. There's the power, here's our DC.
The setup was super easy. Simply plug it into the panel and you're set.
Bringing in about 59 watts, 61, it's kind of varying, but it says 1.9 to 1.7 hours to charge it from 44% up to 100. So that's pretty impressive. I'm excited.
Okay, it's time for my favorite part. Let's go check out all the ways that we have been using this in the last few weeks.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, let's go try it. First, your shoes. The most important thing my kids wanted to know was, will it power my Xbox? And just for the record, it will in fact power their laptops for school. So no more power excuses. Sorry, kids.
And then this thing right here goes here, right, Mom?
Yep.
Okay, so now we are turning the Xbox on a little bit. All right, two hours.
So at 50% power, it will run your Xbox and TV for 2 hours. So if it was fully charged, you could play Xbox for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Sweet. You want to plug the solar in and see if it will charge while you're playing?
Yes.
After about an hour and a half of playing on the Xbox, we are down to 43%. And we did have this plugged into the solar panel at the same time. And while it didn't really tell us how long it would take to charge the whole thing, probably because there was continuous power coming out of it, there was no way for it to calculate how much time it would take to charge it up. I think that it definitely slowed down the process of like the battery draining, because he was able to get an hour and a half of playtime on here and it only went down by 7%.
All right, we are starting to totally just fall in love with this thing. Chris and I have been using it at night. We put it into our bedroom. It sits right next to the little shelf on my bed, and I love it for its convenience because at night I can turn the little flashlight on if I need to. It also has the little, what I call the shop light, which is actually pretty bright. It will light up the entire room. But it sits right there next to the bed, and I take my phone and I just sit it on the top to wirelessly charge the phone. It's really nice to wake up to a fully charged phone. But then when we come in here in the kitchen, I just pick it up, bring it in here with me, set it down, and we love to have coffee in the morning, and I prefer fresh ground coffee like the stuff that we got from Alaska from Kaladi Brothers. And while we do have a manual grinder, it is so much easier to just get this out, open up here, plug right in, turn the little AC button on, and grind you up some coffee. That's good stuff. Now we're at 31% after having run it all night long. It runs the fan that Kristen and I use for white noise and just kind of, you know, airflow in the bedroom also, plus charging my phone, plus I plug an extension cord into it, runs over and charges Kristen's phone all night. So we're gonna go charge it up on the solar power right here.
For Thanksgiving, we used the power station to put up Christmas lights in our canopy tent to make a really special place to have our dinner without disturbing the peaceful sunset with our generator. The Togopower station has given me so much flexibility to work on the go. I can edit at night without running the noisy generator and even edit in the back of my Jeep. We're gonna plug it in right here. So it says 2.2 hours to full. So we're just gonna plug it in back here and do our errands. We like having a portable power station with us to charge things up on our adventures. Cameras, phones, and even our drone. Usually the drone is a one and done thing per adventure, but now we can charge it up and use it over and over again. Alright, so there's all kinds of uses as we've shown you, but there's even more than just those. Those are just the ones that we personally use, but what I love about it is you can even use it for like CPAPs. My mom uses a CPAP, and it's very hard for them to boondock even just one night on the road, like from point A to point B, and you're staying overnight in a lot. It's hard for them because they need power all night long, and this would power that for them. Another thing is, while we're boondocking out here, we don't have continuous power, obviously, so this would be perfect to display Christmas lights if we wanted to.
I could see this also being a product that I would use to work on a car, like at night, or if I needed more light, because that handle has the flashlight on it, but it also has a little LED strip on the top part, and the handle does not just flop down, it stays at whatever angle you want to put it at.
A lot of people out here like to keep away rodents and things by lighting up the underneath of their rig, and this would be something that you could just plug in and have that lit all night for you if you needed.
There's several things I love about it. Honestly, I've kind of fallen in love with the size of this model. I love the portability of it. Solar panel does make it tremendously easy to charge this thing. We've run it as low as 4% is the lowest that we've ever taken it. It is a lithium battery. Togopower does say try not to discharge it lower than 20% to extend the battery life, but being lithium, it can go all the way down and charge all the way back up, just like a cell phone. You have 3 different ways of charging it, and it just makes it so convenient. The solar panel is really easy to charge from. It also comes with a DC charger. You've seen the footage of us using that in the Jeep, and then of course just the standard AC plug too.
I love the fact that there are so many different ports to plug things into. You've got 4 different USB ports to plug into, and then you have the top, the wireless charging. I think that's brilliant.
I think it's fair to mention they're all USB 3 ports. One of them is a USB-C, so they all fast charge as well, as long as your cord is compatible. So it's not just kind of a slow charger like you see with some of these other little battery banks.
There's not a lot, but there's like maybe like 2, and they're really small.
The one thing I wish I would change a little bit more about it is the props that it props up with are just like kind of felt pieces with like a little hard backing plastic in it. It doesn't seem very sturdy when it's angled up like this.
Power station itself, the only complaint that I have is that my kids are fighting over it.
That's right. No kidding.
We're gonna need to get a second one because every night it's like, who gets to use it tonight?
You have to pay attention to the wattages and stuff like that of whatever it is that you're plugging into it. Certainly we can plug in several different devices to this thing at one time and it will charge as long as you're not overloading the system. But for example, if you want to use something with a heat element, like say your milk frother,
Yeah.
that's a 500 watt device that this will not power. So basically, if it's like a heat element, think like hair dryers, coffee machines, stuff like that that's going to heat up to get hot, it's not probably going to work on the 330. Now, it's also important to understand this is a pure sine wave inverter power station. It's not the modified side. There are some out there like that. Please be careful and make sure you only have a pure sine wave inverter if you're going to plug sensitive electronics like smartphones or computers or Xboxes or stuff like that into it. You definitely want the pure sine.
Well, that about wraps it up. We are actually headed to the skate park today. We found a new one. The kids are dying to use it, and I have editing to do, so we're going to take this with us and take my computer.
Special thank you to Togopower for sending us this to check out. And guys, you know us. We're not going to bring you products and stuff like that we don't love ourselves.
Don't forget, you can use the link below in our description with the code NOP-2021 and get 15% off. Stay tuned this weekend because we're bringing you to Phoenix. Finally, we are here. We've been set up for a while. We're going to show you our digs and what we've been up to.
And our dirt.
And our dirt. And
All the dirt.
And all the dirt. All the dirt. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you out there.